I have way better fashion sense than this, I promise. Okay, so first of all, I'm not in my bathroom, I'm in somebody else's bathroom, but I'm gonna do a little like tutorial on how I use the sports tape that I was talking about to bind my chest. I'm gonna start on the right side, that's the side I always start on, but I'm gonna get that started and start doing the left side so that YouTube doesn't get mad at me and whatnot, and I don't have to make it like age restricted and blah blah blah. So you probably won't see too much, but you will get somewhat of a tutorial. This is just the way I do it, and you can find out other ways to do it. This is just the way that I like to do it, and I change it all the time. Sometimes I find a better way or this way, or like I like to do it like this or that. Today I don't think I'm gonna get it like super flat. I think I'm gonna try to probably use just like 3 pieces of tape, but we'll see. The reason I'm wearing this rash guard is because I do want to try the tape in water and see how well it works. From what I've heard, it should work in the water, but I want to test it for myself. Um, I'm also wearing it because I don't want to get one of my other shirts like messed up from the chlorine or anything. So this is what I use when I go into like a pool and whatnot. It's pretty tight. It's a small. You can't really see my chest in it. Um, you can see my nipples though. So yeah. Um, So this is basically like the before product. This is what it looks like. You can't really tell because of like the lighting, the shadows and whatnot, but um, you can see something. So I'm gonna get started and I'm gonna show you guys how I do it. Like I said, this is just how I do it, and it's how I do it right now. And it may work for you, it may not. You can just try it and see what works. Some people like to take this and just wrap it around their whole chest, which I've tried before. And I mean, that works, but you use a lot of tape and one side of your chest gets pushed to the other side instead of them both being equally separated. And it puts a lot of pressure on your ribs and, adds to like, can crush them and bruise them and break them and all that stuff. So this isn't great, especially if you're going to wrap it around your whole body, but if you do like one side at a time, it's a little bit better. Know that this will cut you up, it will leave you with marks, it'll irritate your skin, etc., etc. It's not too bad, but the longer you wear or the more you put pressure, like however you do it, it does mess you up. I do have cuts right here, just little ones, that's not bad, and I do have a few red marks. But somebody who uses the same similar stuff told me that when he doesn't put too much pressure on it, he doesn't get cut up as much, so yeah. But I'm gonna show you guys how to bind with this. Okay, so what I do is I cover the nipple first and I push it to the side and I'll like angle it down. And as I'm pressing that, I kind of flatten this out as well so that it's both flat on both sides. As you can see, I kind of finished this side. I might go over this part to like cover this fat, but I had to use an extra piece of tape because of how this rounded off right here. So after I have that first piece to cover like the nipple or whatever, I go and I'll start at the bottom of where it rounds, and I start it from where the piece of tape is right here from the nipple. So that's where I started. And you can do it by like taking the tape and like measuring how far you want it. Usually I just pull it out however much I think I need. So it's not exactly perfect every time or precise or anything. It's just, I just pull it however much I think is good. And then, yeah, so I'll start right here where the round is. Push it and angle it up. And then I push this down as I continue pulling that up. So, covered most of the round. Usually it's good to have a mirror in front of you so that you can see how it looks. So if I look up here, it's because I'm checking the mirror to make sure how it looks. But yeah, so I got most of the round. There's a little bit right there, but after I do this tape, let's see how that looks. The less tape you use, the better, but you know, it all depends on how big your chest is, how flat you want it, etc., etc. So there's still that little bit of that fat, and there's still the fat on my arms right here. So I think I'll take a tiny little piece of tape like I did on this side. This is that small piece of tape. It's not too big. And I'll just put a little piece right here. And then I'll probably go back on each side and cover the top. You want to use scissors when you cut it so you don't mess up the elasticity. What I'm going to do is take it and just angle it slightly, not too much. Because really I just want to cover that piece of fat. So far, this is what it looks like. I'm going to take tape and cover this part some more because there's some fat. Usually I leave it, but let's just go ahead and cover that so we see what it looks like. Typically, this is about how long I take it. I'd say about 3.5 inches. The further you stretch it back, the more it's going to like push your chest to the side and like hold it and make it super flat. So as you can see, my chest isn't super flat though, like because it's still accentuating my pecs. So how I'm going to do this piece is go from the top and angle it downwards. Make sure that you can do it in one clean movement, because if not, the tape will like lose a little bit of its elasticity and like come up on the corners. Do the same thing on the other side. Tape, angle it down. So there's still that little bit of arm fat right here, but I don't want to get too much tape going because I already have more than I wanted anyway. But this is basically what it looks like. The side view. And no one's really going to notice this. This is just, you know, you can't even tell, especially when I put my shirt on and whatnot. I just want to see how it's going to hold in water. You can see I don't go too far. This side either. And it's not like right up here, it's to the side, so I don't have tape everywhere, it's just a little bit of tape. So I think the less tape the better, to help that illusion or whatever. But if you need more tape, you need more tape, and if you wrap it all around your body, wrap it all around your body. But this is basically how it looks when I bind with this. Again, it's the Ace waterproof sports tape. Okay, and this is it in the shirt. You can kind of see it on the sides, but you know, it's new, nobody's really going to notice, and it's sports tape, so you can always just say you have an injury or something. Front view, can see a little bit of the tape, but this is, remember this is a rash guard, so it's really, really tight, and it's super clingy, but I mean, you actually can't tell. That kind of looks just like the shape of my pecs. From the side, you can't see anything. This side, you can't see anything. The front one more time. Wait, get a different angle. So, here's a different angle. Sorry for the movement, I just want you to see better how like flat it looks from the beginning. And yeah, that's basically how I do it. If you have any tips or tricks, let me know. If this helps you, leave a like. Just know this is really dangerous, and you know, try not to do things like this. Try to stick to wearing binders. But you know, I know there's people out there who are gonna do this, and I do this, and da-da-da. So here it is. Just know the risks you're taking when you do use this. But until I'm able to fund my top surgery, this is, you know, my go-to. My GoFundMe is down below, gofundme.com/fundingthecaden if you do want to share the link and or donate it. Anything is appreciated. All my social media is down below. I will let you guys know how it worked out. I'll give you like an update or something. It should work good. I'm not really worried about it. I think it's gonna work pretty great. If you guys do want any more binding tips, I will go ahead and make a video like that soon. But hit like if that's something you want, or leave a comment letting me know that that's something you want. But tell me what you guys want to see, and I'll make that happen. You can always message me on my social media accounts and give me video ideas or questions or requests, anything you want. Let me know. When you're taking off the tape, be really careful. Do it slowly. Don't like rip it off like a band-aid because you'll hurt yourself worse, so do it really slowly. You can take off the whole thing at once if you just take off like a little piece of one piece and the next piece and the next piece, or you can do it one at a time. I usually try to get the whole thing at once, but I do it really, really slowly. So yeah, just be careful when you take it off, because you can damage yourself even more if you don't take it off in a good way. Like, I mean, any way you take it off, it's gonna, affect you a little bit, but there are ways to be a little safer. So, just be a little careful when you take it off. Go slow. I think that's all I have for you guys today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed to see me every Saturday and Wednesday. I'll see you guys next time.